The man actually turned a card from Ace of Diamonds into Queen of Hearts. But it wasn't magic, it was his superpower. Then he pulled out a piece of paper with numbers on it. He gave it a light flick, and the paper turned into 500 Hong Kong dollars. He handed it straight to the waiter, but what the waiter didn't know was that in a few hours, the money would turn back into paper. Jack, impressed by the man's abilities, took out a canvas. He asked the man to turn the beads on it into real objects. Then the man bought an earring from a woman nearby. He placed the earring in the girl's hand. With a wave of his hand it turned back into a bead. With the bead, finding someone became a lot easier. Jack then took the girl to meet another woman with superpowers. He held the bead in his hand and asked the woman to track its location. But the woman had a bead exactly the same. She held it up to her nose and sniffed it, immediately tracking the bead's owner to appear waiting for a bus. However, the bus never came, and Mary called out to a couple passing by. She stared into their eyes and activated her power. In an instant she controlled the couple. This was Mary's superpower, controlling others' minds. She was known as the Controller. Then as Mary was about to get in the car, she saw Jack and the girl. Jack stood frozen when he saw Mary, because Mary was his girlfriend, who had been missing for a month. Jack rushed to ask Mary what was going on. Mary said she didn't know what Jack was talking about. The truth was Mary had been captured by the head of the Superpower Bureau for experiments during that month. The head injected her with a deadly drug, but Mary was lucky enough to survive and her powers became stronger. She stole a vial of the drug and escaped. Jack, not wanting Mary to be captured again, took her to a superpower user who could hide their traces. As long as they stayed close to him, no other superpowered person could find Mary. After all this, Jack set out for revenge against the head of the Superpower Bureau. He went to a restaurant, pulled out 2 guns, and let go of the guns. To his surprise, the guns floated up by themselves, automatically loading themselves. Then Jack walked right up to the head of the bureau, and the guns aimed themselves at his head.